Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, good day. Um, happy time zone. Um, happy Saturday. Happy day of the Sat. I hope you're all doing well today. We're gonna do something a little different today. Oh, the ad break's still going on. Damn it! Okay, it should be over now. Please. Bye, everybody. It is me, your wonderful, lovely Eldritch Witch, Magnus. I have returned again. Oh, well, it's not showing. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Oh, we all don't mind the Tahoo music in the background. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna do an art stream today, but I want to do something a little bit different. I want to do like this as a more like tutorial type of thing, kind of to help out with anyone else that's interested in doing pixel art, show you some tips and tricks, at least for Aseprite. Because I do use Aseprite. I've been using it for about 3 years, and I would highly recommend it. It goes on sale on Steam quite often, so if it goes on sale and you want to pick it up, go for it. Get into this. But let me not do that. So the thing we're gonna be focusing on today. Hi, Ace. The thing we're gonna be focusing on today is how to do like background art, because I've been working more with like background stuff and just like designs with you could use for backgrounds and everything. We're gonna be doing 3 different versions. Just like a basic. Hi, Jane. Just like a basic like design, and then I'll do like water, and then I'm putting an apple on your desk. Oh, thank you. And then we will do like a bricked wall, like you see in like a castle or something. Yeah. So I'm doing this on a 32 by 32 grid, just trying to keep it small and simple so we can, I can make it more clear to all. Not trying to do anything extravagant, just trying to get the basics down. So the best thing, your best friend when you're doing this stuff is if you go into the upper left-hand corner where you have like file, edit, sprite, all this good stuff. If you go to view, and then right here it says tiled mode. And you can do none. You do tiled in both axes, only in X or only in the Y. So I usually tend to do both axes, and so I'll do this to your canvas. I'll like extend it. This makes it really easy because just go show you an example. If I do something like this, and I want to make sure that like the pixels connect to each other, like this, right? So that way, whenever you when you turn off tiled mode, boom, you'll at least know that if you're using this as like for tiling, you're gonna know that these lines do sync up with each other, and it will create a flowing pattern. Yes. So yeah, tiled mode is your best friend when you're trying to do stuff like that. Just makes it, and it also just shows you what the general pattern is going to look like. Yeah. Anyway, so the first thing we're gonna focus on is just like a general design, and so I like to try to get a little swanky with it, a little sexy with it. Because when you're doing patterns, I mean, there's so many things you can do. I always like to keep it simple, so we can just do like this, a little diamond design. I always draw my diamond crystals, pixel crystals like this. And I do this, give it a little more design depth. Thank you for the half hats. And then maybe extend this one out a little bit. Give it a little bit more chutzpah to it. Maybe here we connect these here. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we can do one here. And then how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. That one's like. Here's the beautiful thing that some people might not recognize about pixel art. There is math involved, usually, not all the time, but there is usually math involved if you're trying to like count pixels, you're trying to get symmetry going. Yeah, look at that, it already looks pretty cool, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and make this be like that. And I'm gonna fill up the other holes. Also, contiguous up here. Usually when you have like the fill tool or the bucket tool selected, contiguous is here. If contiguous is on, if it has a check mark on it, then it's only going to fill in the spots that it can reach within that space, right? If you turn contiguous off, then if I select this, then any part that's transparent will be filled with that color. So it just kind of depends on you, what you need it for the occasion. But for this, I just kind of want to do this and like fill up the whole thing, yeah. And then I'm gonna add some more coloring to it. Like I said, this is just a basic design. So I'm not too worried about like I'm gonna shade it or anything like that. I'm just gonna make a cute little design, cool looking design, and fill in colors here and there as I see fit, as it looks cool. Oh, and sorry, let me show this. Yeah, let me do this on the side here so y'all can see like the full picture. And once again, since this is in tile mode, I do not have to worry about it being off or anything, because I know once I turn it off, it's going to flow just fine, it's going to look just fine, everything's going to connect, it'll look good, yeah? But yeah, right now I'm just kind of experimenting, because that's what I've kind of really noticed, that when I do this kind of stuff, really just kind of experimenting. Hi, Omega. That's the beautiful thing about doing stuff like this, though, is that you don't really have to follow any rules. Just like turn your brain off, have fun with it, and just like see what your mind can make in terms of a cool design. Because you'd be surprised, you know. Like my background right now, the overlay that I'm using right now, I did the same basic strategy. I wasn't really thinking about what I was doing or anything like that. I was just kind of going, and I mean, it looks really cool, yeah. At least I think it does. And of course, as y'all see on over here, this is my palette I'm working with today. These are the palettes we're going to be working with today. If y'all want me to do a tutorial on making palettes, then let me know. I can definitely discuss that in a future tutorial, if need be. Oh, damn it. Also, another little tip I learned, that if you don't have to use the line tool. If you're on the pencil tool, if you hold down shift, it'll treat it like it's the pencil or the line tool, so that's helpful. There, down there. Achoo, Gesundheit. Y'all know why? Thank you for the alert. Do y'all know why? Oh god, this is... people say bless you whenever you sneeze. Does anyone know the reason why? Oh, this is looking cool. I like this. Any guesses, or does anyone know? I'm gonna fill up these spots here. Yes, you're exactly correct. Yes. People believe that if you sneeze, you're expelling demons from your body, so they would always say bless you. Are you drawing today? Isn't it German? Gesundheit? Gesundheit is German, yeah. I'm doing a tutorial today, Kayaka. I'm just helping out because I was asked to do more tutorial stuff. So I'm just showing you how to use, like, how I've been lately using or doing my background art, right? Yeah, look at that. Like, this already looks pretty cool. I guess it's being like on like a carpet in like a castle or something, yeah. I love the God, what is this palette reminding me of? It's like very I want to call it strawberry. It gives me like strawberries and cream vibes. Also gonna. Right there. No. We'll do that one. Oh yeah, look at that. Really cool, yeah? So, if we turn off palette mode, none, this is what it gives us, right? So, one cool thing you can now do is that if you highlight over the entire drawing, if you do Control B, it'll capture that as like up here in your pen, your brushes, so to say. Which now, if I go to like a bigger canvas, like let's make a bigger one, like 640 by 640, doesn't matter. But if I can now draw with this pattern. Oh, whoops, hold on. I have to make sure that I still have the palette in there. For the brush. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Then you can brush with it, and that's where you get the design. And there are different modes you can use it for. You can tell the pattern to align to destination, or okay, let's start at the top. So align to a source means that it's basically predetermined where it's going to be. When I draw on it, it's predetermined where it's going to be. It's kind of just like matching up to the tile. If I say align it to a destination, then as you can see here now, it's like wherever I kind of start it, that's where it's going to go. But if I start at a new spot, it's going to like override it into and look off if you do destination, because it's based on the destination of where you're starting to draw it. And then there's paintbrush, which if I use paintbrush, then you can get some like funky stuff going on here. Like you can get some real funky stuff going on if you treat it like a paintbrush. Oh, it's kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, can I make something scary with this? Look like a Twizzler, dude. Can I draw boobs with it? Hold on. Watch this, Kevin. Are they boobs or are they balls? The world may never know. Alright, but obviously this is still good to use with a fill tool. So if I do source, I'm going to do source, and if I just do that, boom. Look at that. That's how I've been doing my backgrounds, my designs. And then, you know, the extra thing I can also do is, like, we can use the magic paintbrush tool here. Or the magic wand, sorry. And then I always make sure it is replace section. And then I put contiguous off. So it grabs every single color. And I hit delete. And that gets rid of, like, the darkest shade. And then with using Shift N to make a new layer. Or you can just like right click on the layers and then tell it to make new layer. But the shortcut is Shift N. And then I would grab like black and then do that. Oh, that's wrong. Make sure I'm not telling it to use the pattern. And then do that, and then boom. And there you go. Then you get some cool other stuff you can put on it. So that's like how I've been doing it. Pretty usually using that whole like the black background to kind of fill in the empty spaces to get a cool, neat design going. And I don't have to take out that shade if I didn't want to. It doesn't have to be the darkest shade. You can get some interesting stuff here. So like, let's take out the lightest shade, for example, this one. Take that one out, and look, it still works. It still looks really cool. So that's what how I kind of look at it with like a basic design. You know, I'm not worried about shading or anything like that. We're just kind of focusing on making a cool design with the different colors, yeah? So that's one. I'm going to make a new frame using, you can once again right click on here, or down below where you have your frames. Oh, you probably can't see that, hold on. No, don't grab me. There we go. So yeah, right down here, if you right click down here, you can do new frame. You can also just do Alt N to make a new frame. I should have made an empty frame, it's whatever. Okay, so let's try and make like water, which is really fun and cool with how you can do it. So this one actually is gonna have a little bit more form to it, but once again, we're gonna add this like bluer palette here. So we're gonna use this one for the water. With water, I think the best way to do it is kind of how I was showing you all at the beginning. So we want it to like start off simple and just kind of make like waves, wavy forms. Don't worry too much about like having form to it or anything like that. It's water, it's flowing, but just kind of like, you know, have fun with it. Get a general flow. Make sure that everything connects from one spot to another. Once again, if you're using tile mode, that really helps making that easier to do. Yeah, just do that. Have this general design going for it, yeah. You can have more open sections, more smaller sections, up to you. Once again, no real form to it. And if anything needs to be adjusted, that is totally fine. Once again, I can like go in here if I want to add a spot there. I can. If like right here, I could do this. Move that down a pixel. Move this one. Move this one down. You know, just have fun with it, really. Once again, because I know sometimes when you're doing pixel art, it is kind of important to pay attention to like every pixel, but there are times like there are times like this where it's like it doesn't really matter. You don't have to worry too much about every single pixel. You're just trying to get a general flow of things, you know, just a general gist of what you're trying to make, and then you can like go back and adjust it if need be, but you know, you don't have to worry too much about it. It's all about having fun with it and just like, you know, enjoying the process. Okay, so now that that's done, I kind of have this. Once again, it's going to be a basic thing going here. I'm going to fill it with a lighter shade. Probably our lightest shade? Second lightest shade. And so we have our water here. And let me pull up my reference here. My apologies. Also my apologies. We want the darker shade. Let's use this one on the lines. And then the darkest shade here. Or, no, that's fine. Not the darkest shade yet. Because we're going to use the darkest shade, to kind of like make add our depth to the water, so to say. And I'm going to do it this way, and we'll go back and adjust the lines, because I am going to shade the lines in with lighter shade, but we're going to start with the darker ones. I'm actually going to use this, and then we're going to, which is the middle one. So we have this one, and we're just going to go through, and kind of like, just kind of add depth here and there. Once again, not really worrying too much about it. Make sure you turn contiguous on. Yeah, just kind of like around the edges of the water. And once again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of get a general flow of it. You want to put these darker spots here and there where you can. And once again, don't worry too much about form. If something doesn't look right, we can go back and adjust it later. But you're just trying to, you know, general idea. Add depth to the water. This. Okay. And then with your darkest shade, if you want to, you don't have to do this part. You can if you want to. If some parts, if you want to add like a darker shade in here to show even more depth, that there's like some parts of the water are getting a little bit deeper than others, that's fine. Once again, you can just do the same vibe, same general thing. You can put one here. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it on every single one, just like a couple here and there. Hello, Bot Shadow. Or sorry, Bot Shredder. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna extend this a little bit. Hold on. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna take the lightest shade and like just where it feels right. Once again, it's gonna come down to just like how you feel. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just like however you want. Um, if it looks good, it looks good, yeah. But I'm gonna come around and I'm just gonna add the lighter shade in certain places of the water to once again give it more form. And oh, and also if you want to show preview, you always press F7. That is a shortcut to make your preview show up. Whenever you're doing background art like this, I think it's always important to have that up on the side so you can kind of see the entire picture to see if like what you're adding to the art piece, if it is like, you know, if it looks good in the overall scheme of things. So it's always good to have that up on the side. Once again, no rhyme or reason here. What I'm doing, just kind of adding spots in as I see fit. Looks good. I'm gonna make some of these darker spots a little smaller. Thank you for the head pats. Gonna make some of these spots smaller, a little smaller. Like this. But there you go. So, and once again, like you can add more darker spots around the area if you want. You don't have to. You can if you want. But when we turn talent mode off, once again, we are just gonna get this. And per usual, we can use this as like our brush to kind of make our water wherever we so choose. Just alt once again, not alt B, sorry, Control B. Go to a bigger canvas. And then, you know, per usual, you just do that, and then you have some water, or like a watery effect. And, you know, once again, I'm doing this on a 32 by 32, but you can always extend this background. You can always extend the canvas to like 64 by 64, 128 by 128. The bigger you make it, the more detail, the more details you can put into it, so that, like, the repetition is not as obvious, or it's not as prevalent. You know, you can put more variety into each tile. Another cool thing you can do. Let me make a new frame. Because I only did one layer. Nah. Why is it doing that? Stop. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, no, okay. It's on the paintbrush, damn it. There we go. Thank you for the watch streak. Okay, so another thing you can do, I think is really cool. I'll use this one. So I'm gonna do the basic same thing again like last time, just make a bunch of waves. Make them all connect as see fit. I can just later get a general flow going. Don't worry too much about things, just kind of like, yeah. So we can make a new layer, which making a new layer, its shortcut is Shift N. You can also just go here, right click on layers, and then go to new layer. It's up to you. But I can add another layer here. And then one thing I like to do is like double click on the layer that I have the original one on. Set the opacity down a little bit so it's still there and I can still look at it. But as I'm working on this bottom one, I'm kind of like making it's basically a secondary one. Why? Okay, good. And this is to help me make sure I don't like basically do it's very unlikely I'll make the exact same one twice, but I just want to make sure that I don't cause too many repetitions. I'll use a lighter shade here so I can. Yeah, let me use a lighter shade here so it's more obvious between the two layers. Yeah, that helps a lot. Yeah, doing the same general thing, just doubling up on it. And I think I'll go ahead and put I'm gonna put this lighter layer on top of the darker one. Makes sense, yeah? And so we can set this one back to full opacity. Go ahead and make this one not the darkest layer or color. Back up here. And I'm gonna go ahead and use white. Add this to the palette because it doesn't hurt. And once again, we're going to do the same thing. Add these little strips where we can. Where it feels right. Don't worry too much about the general flow. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I mean, there could be, but I think it's better when you just go off of your own vibes, like what you're feeling. If it looks good to you, you know? Because I feel like that's what a lot of people struggle with when it comes to artists. They feel like there's always a certain method to do things. Like there's a right way that you have to draw certain things. Like maybe there definitely could be, absolutely. But sometimes I don't know. The best way that I work with art and that I draw is like when I turn my brain off and I don't really think too much about it. There are definitely certain rules that you should follow here and there, but for the most part, I think it's just better if you just empty your mind and have fun with it and just draw. Whoops, nope. Okay, we're gonna do the exact same thing here on this one. Also, this is, I think this is Sakya's battle theme. And God, I love Sakya, don't get me wrong, I really do. She's a great character, and to but she is a quarter eater. she is a freaking quarter eater. If you've ever played Toho 6, her only purpose is to ruin your 1cc run. And so in that context, I do not like her. Like, Sakya, why? Why? Also, I looked more into Sakya. Because I always thought it was weird. It's like, how is she a human? She has so much power for like a human, you know? It's like, it's weird. It's like, something about her is like a little off. But I looked up and there's some speculation, and I like this theory, that Sakya is a vampire hunter. And that she was tasked with originally taking down Remilia, but she failed. But Remilia was like so impressed by her skill and everything, she like bit her and turned her into her thrall, so to say. Hi, Garwick. Hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Garwick. Thanks so much for the raid. Hi, I am Witch Magnus, and I'm an Eldritch Witch, and today we are doing some pixel art tutorials. Just teaching everyone just how I kind of... my process of working with Aseprite, some neat tricks, and how I do things. Hello, Ren. Oh, cry. Ace, no bully. But how's your stream? What do you guys do? But yeah, no, I like the idea that Remilia bit Sakia and turned her into a thrall. And so that's why she's like her head mate and everything, is that she kind of like has to, just through like forced servitude. And why she has like the powers that she does have. Hold on a second. Light bulb. Remember, you can always combine... oh, that's what I did, yeah? That's what I did. I combined palette. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna add one more layer. This is gonna be like the back layer. They died in Vermintide a bunch? Oh. Yeah. Right now we're playing Vermintide 2 again with Twitch integration. I finally found out that I could change how often people were able to vote. It was chaos. Oh, nice. Did you make it where people could like... did you like set it to like the smallest interval in between? You're welcome. That's awesome. That is true chaos, and I love chaos. Oh man, I love Remilia's theme. I don't think people give it enough credit. It's a really good theme. But yeah, so this is another way you can do it. I'm going to use... can I use this one? How does this look? That looks good. Yeah, because I'm doing it this way to kind of give it like a more darker vibe to it, but I would need to darken the upper layer a little bit. So let's use this one and this one. Yeah. How's your ice cream going so far? Doing well. Hopefully y'all are... hopefully I'm doing a decent job at... hopefully I'm doing a decent job at teaching. I don't do this too often, but I want to do more tutorials like this to help y'all. If anyone's interested, of course. And yeah, hell yeah, Toho. I love my Tahoos. Yeah, once again, you can do the same thing on the bottom layer. I'm gonna line this up a little bit, or no, these are fine. Yeah, the same thing. I'm gonna take the darkest shade here between these two. I think this one... yeah, this is the darker one. Yeah. We're doing water. Hi, Arcanine. Yes, I'm doing like a little tutorial there. But same thing. If you want, I need to turn contiguous on. If you want to like add some darker spots down here, you absolutely can. It's the same thing as always. Once again, don't have to worry about rhyme or reason. Second, is there any design trope that you love and you want more VTubers to have it? Honestly, on the topic of water, I would love to see more, like, I feel like there's not enough variety with aquatic VTubers or water VTubers. Like, I would love to see, like, a sea angel VTuber or a jellyfish. I would love to see more jellyfish VTubers, honestly. Because I think those two creatures would just be really cool. Yeah, I guess that'll be like one. Is this Aseprite? This is Aseprite, yes. Have it. And why does it look different? Because I have a different, like, I forgot what it's called. But I'm using a pack that changes it. It basically puts it in dark mode. You can find some of them on like itch.io. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. I'm gonna make this a little darker because we're making like dark water. Dark, mysterious water. Ooh. We'll go back. I like the other one. Thank you, Kapaiga. You have a good one. I would love to find more object head VTubers. I love object heads. Oh, like TVs and God, I'm trying to think of another one. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like someone that has like a TV for a head or something. Yeah, I agree. That would be cool. That would be cool. I agree. Oh, I like dark mode. I like dark mode just because, you know, it's on brand with me being like a dark and brooding witch, you know. Yeah, once again, same thing. When you turn talent mode off, you get this. You can highlight it, Control B, and then per usual, it becomes your. You can then use it. Let me. You can then use it as a brush. Oh, whoops. Make sure you merge it down, or you can flatten it before you get the brush, because it'll grab the current layer that you have. And then per usual, you can just use it as like a brush to make a background. Look at that, looks pretty cool, yeah. Imagine Magical Girl object head that has her transform object for head. Transformation object for head. Yeah, you have a good lurk, Garlic. No worries. Thank you for the raid. You never used brushes before? That looks way better than my copy paste squares. Yes, it's way more efficient. Yes, yeah, this is in base, yeah. Whenever you want to make a brush on something, like, once again, I use this. I have the general design here, and it doesn't have to be like this, right? Like, once again, you just, like, let me make a new frame. Let me use this real quick. Go back to this top brush here. Just gonna make a real quick little diamond. This here, lighter, dark. It doesn't matter. If I was an object head, what would be my object? Hi, press R. Probably. I think this has already been done before, but like a black hole. I think there's already someone that has a black hole for a head, but like a black hole. So yeah, if you do this, and then like you can highlight it like that, just whatever you're trying to work with, and then if you do Control B, it saves it to your brushes here. And then if you go somewhere else, like here, now you can use it any way you want. Once again, you can do that, and there you go. It gives that design for you. Nice of you, Neptune. That's so easy. Yes, it's incredible. Yeah, yes, use the knowledge that I give you. Because trust me, when you, like, yeah, you can just like of course, you can do it. You are probably doing, yeah, where you just like copy and paste it. Where you're just like, okay, I have it copied, and then you're like just doing that, and then that and stuff like that. But yeah, believe me, yes, yeah, this is do this. It will save you so much time. It'll save you so much time and effort. It will be so much more convenient to do it that way. Oh, oh, Arcanon, thanks so much for the follow. For a brush, yeah, Control B, yep. I'm gonna delete these, by the way. Oh, thank you! thank you. But yeah, that's just a cool thing. Helps immensely. Also, I gotta gotta go back. This is... I have to unflatten this. There we go. Yeah, if you go up here, so you know where it has brush type right up here? Any brush that you save or you do Control B, or you do, Control B with, they'll be saved here. So you can always come back and use them again. And if you want to delete them or anything like that, you can also do that too. You just click on the arrow for that specific brush. Is there easy to make packs of brushes? Should be. Yeah. Because you can tell to save brushes, you can lock it, you can unlock it. Yeah, you're welcome, you're welcome. Alright, I'm happy to help. But thank you, Onka V2, thank you. I hope you're doing well today. Are you a fellow VTuber? I can tell by the VT. You know what? That's lovely for me to hear. That tells me this stream was a success. I taught somebody something. Let's go. All right. Next thing I want to talk about. Yeah. Like, trust me, there are a lot of neat little cool tricks that you can do with Aseprite that should make your life as, like, doing textures or anything like that significantly easier. Hi, Neo. So, one of the last things I want to show you all. Oh, there's probably a couple more things. Let us work on making a brick wall, so to say. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well too. So, once again, we're going to go into view, tile mode, tile in both axes, get our bases here. And I'm just going to make some lines, horizontal lines. Once again, no rhyme or reason. You can make them evenly spaced if you want. It comes down to like how you want the bricks to come across, right? It's up to you. But yeah, I like to make them a little bit uneven. Some of them thicker than others, some of them bigger than others. Like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do this. I always like to make sure that the bricks are not like... they're off-centered of each other, so to say. Yeah, use brushes more. They are your best friend. Even in pixel art, brushes are your best friend. They can really help doing certain things. I want to break this apart. Let me see. That's fine. Okay, so we have this, yeah? And so now I'm going to fill it in. I want to use this palette. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make it work. Also, I did the opposite way again. I'll do this, and then this for the darker one. Okay. So, we're actually gonna do this. Alright, so we have our basis, right? So I'm gonna start by every intersection. Use a darker shade here. Oh. And I like to kind of keep it to like a T. You can always extend it. Once again, it's up to you with how you want them to look, but I like to do this with every intersection. Excuse me. Also, I got some Altoids. They had the cinnamon kind, which are my favorite. And God, I have to be so careful getting Altoids because I get so addicted to them. Like, I know they're like mints and you're supposed to eat them like after, you know, you have a meal or something, but I'm like, no. What if I just like had them whenever I feel like it? Hey, cinnamon for life. Okay, well, Fortzlar, it's nice knowing you, but unfortunately, mods. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Mods, get them. Get them. Immediately! You're supposed to... Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna make it lighter here. I'm actually going to use a different shade for the bricks themselves. A different palette. And once again, it kind of comes down to you, but I'm going to use the lighter shade on the top part, and then a darker shade on the bottom part of the brick. And it usually comes down to like the way I try and do it. And once again, there's so many different ways that you can make bricks and stuff like that. It's so many different ways. It's up to you with how you want them to look. But I like to take a lighter shade to make an L, an upper L. How are you making? I'm doing good. Did you just ask me that? Gonna do this. And then I like to do, so it's like an upper L and a bottom L. Oh, nice, nice. I hope you enjoyed chili. I might swap around the colors a little bit, but this looks fine. I'm also going to get rid of these real quick. Yeah. Excuse me while I do a color swap here real quick. Nope. There we go, that's a lot better. I'm also gonna go ahead and adjust this a little bit. There we go. Okay. See? Alright, that's a lot better. That's way better than the green. Okay, so we have this, right? So already you can see the vibe, right? You can see the stone. But we can always add a little bit more to it. And of course, like you can leave it like this. You can leave it as it is. It looks good enough, but I'm gonna add a little bit more to it to further give them a little bit more depth. And we're just keeping it simple, and we're just pretending like all the bricks and stones are like, they're in good condition, they're fine. Nothing's too horribly wrong with them, right? They're in place. But I'll show you all, like, after this, I'll show you some examples of, like, how you can make them, oh, hold on. Got that one, yep. You can make some of them look like pushed in, pushed out. Stuff like that, you know? Add a little bit lighter shade up here. Get bricked up. Am I using it right, AC? Is it bricked up? Or is this bricked up? Shift R? Yep. Yep, replace color. Very helpful tool. Yeah, if you use Shift R, you can easily replace colors, which and you can span over multiple frames. So if you have like an animation or something, and you don't like a certain color, you can just highlight everything that you need, and then Shift R, and then replace colors as need be. Okay, but yeah, so here are our bricks, our stone wall, and if I wanted to like add a crack or something, we can do that easy peasy. Use the darker shade here. Maybe one here, crack in here. Crack in here. And then I'm gonna push this tile in. So once again, it's mainly gonna come down to like messing with the colors. So nope, contiguous on. I always mess that up. We're gonna just use the darker shade here, and I'm gonna just keep it simple. I'm just gonna like first of all make it darker here. And to do a similar thing they were doing before, but using the darker shade. And right there, like, it's the same general thing. All you're doing is just using darker shades to imply that the bricks, like those ones in specific, are pushed in. And we do the exact same thing where we would do that here, here. We can even use this darkest shade here to make it have cracks in it if we wanted to. Yeah. And if you want it to be pushed out, then you're gonna get a little bit saucy with it. Not too saucy. But you can extend out this plank. We're gonna do it, I want a better spot to do it right here. We're gonna do it on this one, fix this one up. Because we generally, what we want to do is we want to take it... Oh, hard to keep it... Oh, I'm sorry, am I going too fast? I can repeat something if need be. Okay. Yeah, if I need to repeat something, or if I'm not clear about anything, or if you have a, like, oh wait, can you say that again? Just let me know. Okay, so I'm going to take this brick. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it the hard way. So I'm going to pretend that I'm going to extend this outward, yeah? Put this in. Extend that outward because it's gonna be covering up some of the bricks we already have. So like since it's gonna be implied to be above these ones or it's pushed out, we're gonna want to darken that part right there. This. Darken. Oh, darken. Same thing over here. Darken that part to imply that it is making a shadow. Not of the hedgehog variety. Unfortunately. We can make this upper part darker too. Right there. And then make sure we separate this, or do the same thing, put a gray pixel there to like help separate them. And it's even gonna like, the shadow will extend over here too a little bit. So we'll put a darker section there, right there. There. And once again, it's not gonna be perfect. Don't stress yourself out too much about it being perfect. Absolutely no need to do that. Just like get the general, if you get the general vibe down, that's the most important thing, yeah. But always make sure you're looking at your preview so you can see if it looks about right to like what you want, yeah. That's the most important thing. Oh, hold on. Are you still watching? Yeah. Okay. Voila. And it's we have this here. No. Okay, cool. And we can add a little bit more of a shadow here if we want. Or once again, darker shade to imply that it's like kind of in front. But there you go. See. So we have both a block that is implied to be like pushed in, and then one that's like pushed out a little bit. So it really just comes down to, once again, it's working with the shades, working with the different colors to help, once again, trick the mind into seeing a difference in depth. If something, and that's the general rule of most things, right? If something's more in the background, if it's more pushed back, then it's going to have a darker shade to it. While if it's something more in the front, then it might be a little bit lighter, but you can also just like, and like with the bricks that are pushed out, we don't have to make it lighter per se, but we just have to make the areas around it darker. Okay, have fun with your dog. So like right here, you know, making this section of these two darker because this one's just casting a shadow underneath them since it's pushed out. We can even, I think if we end it, but just play around with it, really. Yeah, I mean, that still looks good. I think I like it like this more, though. Yeah, sorry, this one, I know this was a more complex one. And once again, we can still make it crack. Up to you, though. How you want to do it? I think I like that. Oh, boom. You know, it's the basics of making like a stoned wall. And once again, I did this to where it's like, oh, per usual, if you turn tile mode off, this is what you get. But you know that because you did it in tile mode. When we use this as like a paintbrush tool for the background, it'll look good. It'll have a flow to it. And so this is actually how in Heart Dreams, this is how I did the I did this, and I did this. Yeah, in Heart Dreams, this is what I did for. Also, that's too wide. This is what I did for the castle area in Dreams. It's just this general thing, and then I put like the black background in the middle, but. Yeah, there you go, see? Boom. Pretty cool, huh? And then I also did the extension of like, add another layer where I like did the flags. Once again, this is gonna be a quick little doodle. And, you know, obviously it's on a different layer, so it's easier to adjust and edit as need be. Do a darker outline on this side. And give it the banner. I'm gonna give it like, I'm gonna make it like golden. Which I've also have learned that gold is just like, you take mustard and you just like adjust the color of the mustard a little bit, and that's why I get gold, or goldish colors. Also, once again, when you're making certain objects, just keep in mind of like simple objects. Or, oh, sorry, let me make that more clear. Let me make that not sound stupid. When you're drawing certain things, just remember that everything is built off of basic shape. Yeah. So like this flag, for example. It's just two shapes. It's a triangle and a square. Or a rectangle, however you want. It's just those two basic shapes put together, and then you get the flag. You know, get a little banner. Keep that simple, and you got it, right? You can make any, as long as you keep those basic shapes in mind. Do this. I'm gonna put, like a sun. Which, once again, sun works the same way. And honestly, a cool thing we're gonna do here. I'm going to use this both lines of symmetry. Which, in case you didn't know, when you pull up your lines of symmetry, your horizontal and vertical lines of symmetry, if you just like if you grab these like parts here, these little dots, you can move them. And if you ever want to quickly reset them, you just go to symmetry options and you tell it to reset symmetry to center, or you can do it to view center. But yeah, if you want to reset them easily, there you go. Once again, if I want to make a sun, all I know is that what I need to keep in mind is that sun is basically a circle. And then we're going to do this. I'm going to give another shade here. turn that off, and then I'm going to shade in this part a little. I changed my mind. Yeah, I changed my mind even more. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Keep it simple. Whose boss theme is this again? Is this Alice? Oh, okay, sorry. This is her stage. I was about to say, like, this feels, yeah, I thought it was Alice, but yeah, this is her stage theme. I love all the magician mage ladies, so, you know, Marissa, Patchouli, Alice, they're like some of my faves. I'm a little biased, but but yeah, there you go. See? You get a cool little banner. And put a darker shade up here. And if I want to make it separate, I'm gonna do even darker shade here, and then we're gonna replace that so it kind of stays separate. There you go, see? And obviously, we can add more to this, but you can always add more. There's always more you can add, but I don't want... Like, I like going with a more simplistic approach with my art style. This is entirely up to you with how you want to do it. Excuse me. And also, to be fair, with how I'm doing the background here, if I wanted to... Here, actually, no. You know, this is good practice here. So, because you might have noticed that if I do it this way, then there's a chance that it's going to get cut off here. Like, right here, it's cut off, and it looks weird and bad, and that's just, like, not good. If I'm trying to do it in the style of, like, Dreams, where, you know, it has the black background in the middle. Excuse me. God, my allergies, sorry, are just like messing with me. We're in that time where the seasons are changing, and so my allergies are just like, what's happening? But yeah, if you do it like that, obviously, it kind of looks a little off, yeah? Because there's some parts of it just like getting straight up cut off, and so... Well, it's weird, yeah? So this is where, because, you know, once again, I did this for both the X and Y axis, right? So let's make it to where we're only using one axis. In this case, the Y axis. The up and down need to be contiguous with each other, or continuous with each other. But the left and right one needs to have like a solid end to it, so it looks good, yeah? So we're gonna do the same thing here. But I'm also going to keep in mind that the left and right is not going to connect. Because it doesn't need to, not necessarily. Make the lines. Per usual, you make the lines, you off-center them, as you build off of each other. Once again, it's up to you. Whenever I make brick outlines like this, welcome back. I like to, and also because I know I'm going to end it here, I'm going to do this on this end. The ends are going to have a defined like line to them, because I know that's how it's going to work. Good enough. Make it lighter. Or sorry, make these as dark as you can. I need another shade. So one is super dark, and then we bring it back. Once again at the... Also, I might be doing this a different way. Let me try doing it this way. Every intersection I make darker. With the exception of these parts, I'll come back to them later. Because those ones I might just make entirely darker. Last time I made those bricks, like, you know, standard, they're like grayish. I'm actually gonna try and do like green out with these ones. Should work. And these walls right here, I'm gonna make the entire wall here darker. And then extend, and once again, make the intersection here play off of that. Okay, looks good. Fill in all the spots here with this shade. And then I'm gonna do the opposite direction this time, so... Same general vibe though, you want to make the L shapes. My boy Luigi. And per usual, don't be afraid to like look up other tutorials because pixel art is kind of like another reason why pixel art reminds me of math is that there are many different ways that you can get to the same solution. So this isn't the only way you can draw bricks or a wall like this. There are many other ways to do it. This is just the way that I like to do it. No rights or wrongs, just whatever you want to do to get to your destination. Because, you know, you can even mess around with it. Like, it doesn't even have to be an L shape if you don't want to. It can be like this. Be two C's, one on top of the other. Once again, it's your move. It's all up to you. I'm also gonna like move this one a little bit, give it a little bit more space to breathe. Cause that looked kind of bad. No, that one still needs more room. Yeah, see what I mean? Not gonna be perfect. Sometimes, you know, like look back at something and be like, that I don't like that, and then you know you just adjust. Why am I popping off? So yeah, I'm gonna do C's. Let's give it a different look. You know, how you know, play around with it. Bring it down. And if we don't like it, we can always just suggest it, but it doesn't. Let's experiment. Hi, Lilith. Oh, let's go. I'm still gonna keep doing the corners, having the face shade here. Oh, dang. More here. So yeah, I think I like my L shape on my L's method better, but this is still fine. I think I have to put them in each corner though. Make it look a little bit better. Thank you for the hydrate. I've been drinking distilled water more as of late. It's really I need to drink distilled water more though. It's like the ones like electrolytes in it and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is actually good. It feels like it goes down easier too than I don't know, tap water. Lilith, are you okay? Yeah. Because what we can also do... Oh, if I can get to work, hold on. Movie, I think I did commission an art piece before. No, I don't like that. We're just gonna leave this alone. But yeah, so because I'm putting oh, whoa, what happened here? Hold on. Okay, there we go. So because I put a definite end there, that should help. So now if we exit tile mode, and then we use this, once again, Control B to save it as a brush. Go back here. Let's get rid of this old one and let's replace it. Once again, you can use the marquee tool to enclose a certain space, and then use your paint bucket tool. Boom. To only fill in a certain section of what you're trying to do, yeah? And then boom. And that looks a lot better because, once again, it has a cutoff point. So I don't have to worry about the edges looking off because, you know, it's not going to have a cutoff there. It's just the way it is. And then paste. Put this on the other side. Hold on, did I... Oh, you wanna know why? My canvas, yeah, 124 by 124, that is not correct. It's 128 by 128. That was off, that's why it was weird. Okay, put that there. And then we'll just delete this one, and we'll redo it. Oh. Like that. I'm on the wrong layer. Or no, I'm not. I wasn't. No. Why did only... Oh my god. Please work with me. Here we go. So boom, like that's how I've been doing the background art that you see in Dreams. This is how I've been doing it. Oh, and to add the extension, this is an extra little tip here. Let's do a new layer that I'm going to consider as like the darkening layer. Because you may notice that a lot of the background art in Dreams, it kind of feels like it goes inward, like as it goes closer to the center of the screen, it gets darker. And that's a neat little trick using an extra layer, because I'm not, like, I could do that on the tile itself, but that would be really hard and tedious. There's an easier way that I've been doing it, and it's simply just, I'm just gonna have that up. I'm going to have certain sections. Let's get like a 4x4 here. Or sorry, a 4 mark here. It doesn't matter, just that works fine. And I'm gonna use the black. I'm gonna take a black color, and it doesn't have to be black, it can be whatever. But I'm going to adjust here. So this first bar here is where you can obviously mess with like what color you want, right? This one down here is how you can adjust the transparency. So you can set it all the way down, make it really transparent, make it fully transparent, or right here to make it less transparent. So what I do is that I kind of get like, once again, no rhyme or reason, just a general vibe here, and then I put that there. And then I do this, and I grab that. If you grab like, if you get close to the marquee tool, you should see the symbol where it's like a dotted rectangle. That will let you just move the marquee tool without moving what's inside of it. You're trying to do that. And I do the same thing. I lighten up the shade like that. And then once again, we move it once more. Hi, Sheena. Get another lighter one. Fill it in. And then I copy, paste. Copy is Control-C, paste is Control-V. To flip it is Control-H. I did it wrong, hold on. Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. And then if you do Control, or Shift-H, sorry, Shift-H is how you flip it horizontally. And then we just pull it over here. And so this way, if I put everything back in, that's how I'm getting that depth to it, right? It's like, it looks like it's kind of more rounded. Like, as you're looking towards more the center, it's getting darker, and it's like encroaching inward. So that's how I've been doing it with Dreams. That's the general vibe I've been doing with it. And it looks really cool. I think it looks really cool when you do it like that. Yeah. So it's all like, so yeah, if anyone's wondering, I did not do the darkening effects like on the same layer as the art. I just do the art, and then I add a new layer to do that, and that adds so much more to it. See? You see the day and night? See how just doing that simple increasing of opacity, how that adds so much more to it, and it gives it a lot more depth to it. Yeah? Really cool. I'm honestly probably gonna save this one and use this in like one of the areas for Dreams, to be honest, but... Shading makes or breaks any art piece, and I swear by that all the time. I agree, yes. Shading, you can do so much awesome shit with art. Any kind of art, not just pixel art, any kind of art. If you know how to shade and work with shading and stuff like that, you can do some really cool shit. All right. Let me look real quick. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back, and we'll do a little bit more stuff like this. I have like 1 or 2 more things I want to show y'all. So I'll be right back. Y'all be good. Get some water. Alright, I'm back. Alright, we're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna put everything we know together. No, everything I've taught you. We're gonna put it all together and make one final thing. So, we're gonna use multiple of these to make an overarching background. Yeah? A true masterpiece. I'm gonna make it a forest. I'm gonna make it like a forest background. Yeah? So, first thing I want to do is I want to make the bushes. So we're going to tile this only in the x-axis because the bushes is going to have like an ending to it. Up and down is kind of good. I'm kind of tired. I thought that was Border of Life. We're gonna have like, we're gonna start with each layer of bushes, right? But you know that the up and down, the vertical aspect of it is going to be like a definite end. But the left and right portion of it, not so much. So, I'm gonna show y'all something really cool. So, let's go ahead and make the bush. Once again, I'm just gonna kind of get a general feel here. And we're gonna use multiple layers. Oh, no, wrong one. Back layer here, being the darkest one. Again, don't have to worry too much about it. Just get a general shape going. Is that what you did? Oh, let me look. Let me look. That looks great. That's great, Jane. That's great. I love that you use like two different like colors there. That looks really cool. Amazing work. I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, one more in the front. Bringo Burr indeed. And... so there, we're getting like our layers, right? Our different layers. Obviously, the more further back we go, per usual, we want it to be darker. So I'm going to show you a little extra little thing we can do here. I need a new frame. Nope, I need a new empty frame. There we go. We don't need the tile mode for this one. I just need something to add a little bit more pizzazz to my bushes, yeah? So I'm gonna make a little design here. And I think we only really need like this portion right here to make it. So there are many different ways to do it. I'm just gonna work with like a Tetris piece, basically. And once again, no rhyme or reason. Kind of put it where it feels right. Alright, not perfect, but it'll have to do. We're just trying to get a good idea. Wait, once again, do that. Get a pen or get a brush for it. Oh, not there. Here. And then I'm going to basically treat this as a way to help add like leaves or a design to the bush. But to do that, we're going to need the spray can. And then we need to mess with this right here. So there's ink, right? There's simple ink, which is what you would usually use for it. But you can also, there's alpha, composition, copy alpha, color, lock alpha. I want shading. And so I'm going to take this, I'm going to take over here in the palette, these two shades, right? And they show up right up here. So it tells the system basically that you want to only work with these two colors. So now when I do shading like that, it's not gonna like bleed onto, like if I turn it off, right, and just use it normally, it's just gonna do that, and that's not what I want. I want shading on, so it's mainly focusing on that. I want it to be a paintbrush. And now when I do it like this, and when I go down a layer, I do the same thing. This and this. And then we kind of just mess around with it. Once again, that doesn't need to be perfect, but go down a layer, take these two. And so that's a cool little thing you can do. If you're trying to like add depth or detail to a certain thing, you can use the spray tool with shading to kind of get what you need. And you can use it with anything. You know, most things have it there if you want with shading and anything. One other thing I'm gonna do. Nope. Is I want to make sure that each one is given like a separation to it. So we're just gonna do Shift O to make an outline. Shift O. There you go. Yeah, not the best, obviously. You're gonna make it look so much better, but it's just I'm just trying to teach all the basic principle of it. So now if we go back to our bigger canvas, let's make a new empty frame. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and flatten. Add this as a brush. Undo. And I just want this to cover up, obviously, the bottom part here, so do that. Whoops, hold on. Source. Yeah. So now we have our bushes. And honestly, as cool as that looks, just for what we're doing, I'm going to get rid of that. Nope. Uh-oh. We'll fix it here. No, I'm the one messing up. See, even with the tutorial here, even these tutorials, I'm gonna mess up too, don't you worry. See, I'm not perfect either. Just remember. Just remember, nobody's perfect. Yes, even you too can mess up when you're working with art and just draw something you're like, I don't like that. It just doesn't look good. Cell is look, we don't get like look, Cell can go suck a chode, okay? Cell's a tryhard. Needs to be humbled. Ace, I'm surprised that you like Dragon Ball. There we go. That makes two of us. Okay, so we have our bushes. I only say that because it has vor in it. A special kind of vor, unique kind of vor. I know how you are with anything regarding to a character being eaten. Alright, so now we're gonna draw the trees. Which, once again, I only need talent and the y-axis to make the trees. I have a neat little trick that I do when I make trees. And I'll show you. No, no. First of all, these need to be, like, even. Cool. Alright, so I basically make an inward thing. I don't know how to state this. it looks like a beam, right? We do this. Maybe just like one more. I probably don't need one more, but why not? Alright, cool. And then on the inside, I just add these lines. Once again, kind of just however you want to do it. No rhyme or reason. If it's a tree, if it's nature, it's not gonna have like proper form to it, right? And then I kind of spread it outward like this. And then we do the same thing. We take this shade and we extend it into the next one. Once again, no rhyme or reason. Doesn't have to follow a formula. Just do whatever feels right. Like so. And there you go. That's kind of how I do, like, foresty trees. Okay. I think it has, like, a cool look to it. And I'm going to show you once again another neat little trick that I did. But we're going to go ahead and save this as a brush. Go back over here. Boom. I'm gonna go to my darkening layer. We're gonna use black. We're gonna get it more transparent. Nope. And because I want it to only affect the trees, I'm just going to add a darkening layer that's in front of the tree layer. And thank you. Once again, we can, it's up to however you want to do it. Great grace, Remy. So we can do the same thing, do that there. And then extend it. Actually, let me try this real quick. Line of symmetry. Marquee tool, grab it. Yeah, okay, so now when I put the next shade, like that. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I messed it up. No! Sometimes, it doesn't want to cooperate. That's okay, you just assert dominance. Okay, cool. Make sure that that's, like, not the same. Okay, make it lighter. Do it again. Basically, music. Any chance you do a viewer submission to look at? For art? You mean for, like, for art? Oh, like, you want my opinion on it? I've never considered that, no. But if y'all, if it's something y'all want, I can... Oh, damn it, I didn't... Stop, hold on. I was able to get the monocle thing to work on Aseprite. Would love your input. I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to, like... I can make a new room in the Discord, and so if you guys want to, like, put your work in there and ask for my opinion on it, then, yeah, go for it. I'm fine with that. I've never been asked that before. There we go. I'm gonna put another one over here on this side, this end. So now when we put the background back in, look at that! Before, after. Adds a little bit more to it, yeah? Makes it look a little bit more cool. Like, some of the trees are in the background, some are in the foreground, yeah? I'm also gonna work with the bushes a little bit here. Hold on. Adjust the shades of them. Why? Oh. Hahaha, that's why. Oh, I don't want to save it. It's really just an example. Yeah, obviously not the... Oh, something else we can do to make it look a little bit better, yeah. This layer. Hide the bush layer. Go to the bottom part here. There we go. And then I always like to do... To make it so it doesn't have like a hard cutoff, you can use the jumbling tool, or the blur tool. I usually don't use the blur tool too often, but when it comes to like working with the shading like this, then I think it's a good place to use it. Yes, yeah, this is incredibly helpful if you're trying to do like parallax scrolling stuff. Absolutely. This is a great way to use it. But yeah, with that right there. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, if you're trying to do parallax scrolling, or if you're trying to do a parallax background or anything like that, then boom, once again, using tiled mode helps immensely with that, making sure it has a nice smooth transition to it. So yeah, this isn't anything special, but this is me putting the two things together. Everything that I've taught you all today, putting it kind of together, kind of like, you know, you can use tile mode to get like just using the x-axis, or just using the y-axis to get what you need. And then we can even do a final part to this. Let's make some vines in both axes. Once again, similar to like if I was doing the water. Gonna get general flow going here. Okay. And then go through and line up and darken some parts. I guess lighten up. I'm terrible at drawing, so I'm always surprised at how approachable sprite art is. Yeah, it's incredibly approachable. Any art is, like, any art form is. If you just learn, like, learn the basics, it really helps. And how different systems, software work also helps immensely. There we go. Alright, so now if we undo this, once again, copy it, or circle it, add it as a brush, go back over here, we can go to a layer, you can add it like that. Giving the appearance of like vines. Blood vines. You can even do sections of it too. Yeah, doesn't matter. Right, you can get some cool stuff going on. You can mix and match them. I know this isn't like the prettiest picture. The style's like kind of flash, especially with the bushes. But just an example of how you can use all three examples to, like, you know, you can add more and more layers to a piece, a background piece, to like make it have more life to it, more diversity. But yeah, that's kind of like a basic 101 tutorial on like things you can do to help you better yourself with doing background art, yeah? And using the tiled mode to significantly help with that and make that process easier for you to do. Make it more snappy, more quicker, more efficient. Because it's always about working smarter, not harder, yeah? Let's save. Now I'm gonna put one extra final little thing here. Nope, not that. Because I thought someone said something. I wanted to like elaborate more on it. Okay, I think let's focus on like the basics, right? A little small tutorial on like how you can kind of use basic shapes to get something really cool, right? So let's do a can of soda. So what do we know about cans of soda or bottles of soda? They tend to have what, a cylinder shape, yeah? So the best way to do this is a nice little trick, yeah? Once again, we just get the general shape first. If it's not quite right, we can adjust it as need be. Because we're gonna need an like an ovalish circle, and then we copy and paste, and we bring that down. Mostly Dr. Pepper, exactly. And then we connect the top to the bottom. And because of the, like, once again, we're looking at it directly, right? So we can delete this part here, because we're not going to see it, yeah? And then let's bring in the lighter shade. Nope, hold on. I always forget to turn that off. Then we can add one here, kind of give it like a bottom border. And then one up here. I'll get the grays out. For the upper lid part. And then down here as well. I think... Don't worry about messing around with it, per usual. This might be like fully part. Yeah, I think we just kind of do that. Alright, so... Now I like to do some... backward shade, or I don't know what to call it. I'm not even gonna pretend like, but I'm gonna have a darker section here, and this is more for like design as opposed to like proper shading, I guess you can say. Lighter colors over here. Because obviously I'm not gonna make this Dr. Pepper because I don't want to. I don't want to get in trouble, right? But yeah, darker. Have one section that's darker, one section that's lighter. This is like basic shading on a cylinder, a cylindrical object. Like that. I do this. Okay. I'll put the little like opening section right here. Once again, it's just going to be another cylinder. I'll put a little strip right here to kind of be like the, you know, give it the form of like the, I forgot what it's called, but you know, the, or the crack open, have a cold with the boys. Once again, our light is going to be coming from the left side, so I'll make this part a little bit lighter. Yeah, the ring tab, yeah, whatever it's called. Same thing here. Darker parts over there, lighter parts over here. We can do this with the base too. Even do it here a little bit. I do some background. I'm so happy I'm thigh slapping and wiggling. That's good. Okay, and I'm gonna put another... put another line here. And if I want to put a design on here, I could. We're just gonna keep in mind of the curvature of the can. So that should do it. Fill this in. And I don't know, what do we want to put on here? What kind of symbol do we want? I feel like a smiley face. Or we can make it, oh god, we have the colors. We can make it look like a watermelon. Hold on. I want to give it like a watermelon look to it. So dark green down here. And then seeds. Make them a little bit lighter. This one. Okay, and then go here. Once again, darker over here. Get a little bit of shape to it. Darker seeds back here. With the green as well. And even with this part here, darker, as it rounds around the can. Yeah, there you go. Look kind of cool, huh? I'll give it a background, which I've also been doing like more, a little bit more with backgrounds. I mean, this one I'm not gonna do too much really. I'm just gonna do the same thing. That's so cool. Thank you. There. Nope, I don't want. I want dithering. Okay. And then I am going to give it an outline. I'm actually going to put this one layer down. Like the upper layer. I like to put my outlines. Sometimes, I mean, it's fine. Sometimes you can put outlines on the same layer as the drawing. I personally, most time, like to put my outlines on its own separate layer. And you can obviously use the outline tool, which is just Shift O. But I sometimes, when I'm doing outlines, I like to just do them normally. I like to have a little bit more control. Because sometimes the outline tool isn't the best and it doesn't outline it quite the way you want it to. So I just do it myself. Yeah, give a little outline, help separate it from the background. And also this is a great opportunity to teach you all about, like, there are different ways, there are different methods of outlining objects. It's up to you. I tend to do like just I forgot the names of them, but this is just like a basic outline where it's just a single color. It's fine, and like once again, there's no right or wrong way to doing an outline. They are all valid. It is up to you with how you want to do it, with how you want to do your style. It is completely up to you. This is the one I tend to do. There's another version where you can even shade the outline, which would just be, once again, following the same rules, keeping in mind of like where the lights are, where the lighter parts of your drawing are. And you just kind of shade it that way, keeping it in mind. Again, it's up to you. No right or wrong way. Well, that's another way to shade. I also, technically, the way I'm shading right now is, sorry. So this is the second way to shade. I prefer doing this one. There's also another one where you just use the black outline. You don't, like, sometimes when people shade, they do it where the shade is like a color of the drawing itself. So kind of like, it matches the general flow of it. You're just using a darker shade of one core aspect of the painting. You can also just do a black outline once again. I like the hard black outline so far for stuff that's meant to be emotes and stuff that, yeah, it's like, it kind of just depends on like what kind of thing you're drawing. Some outlines work better for some things, some work better for others. But if you have a certain way you like to outline things, that is totally fine. There's no right or wrong way to outline. It's up to you. But yeah, I definitely prefer doing the outline version of like just taking a color of the sprite, making a darker variant of it, and then doing that. That's what I tend to do. Yeah, there we go. There's our soda can. Our cool little doodle for the day. That's just like, you know, trying to draw something that's a little bit more, has more depth to it. It's like more 3D-ish. Another cool example I like to do, I'm gonna use the reds again, to show people like kind of a cool way you can make interesting objects, is state. Another cool one I like to do. So once again, you want to get the basic general shape going. It does not have to be perfect, just get the general flow of it. You don't have to like be like this. You can if you want to, once again it's up to you. But I like to just like get the general form of it and then adjust if need be. Cool. I want to make this a little bit more smoother. Looks good. Move this up a little bit, copy paste, move it down. And then once again, we have this. I'm going to take this part and delete it because that is like in the background, that's behind the stake. You have a good one, Jane. And then we fill in the parts there. So now we have like, you know, 5. I'm going to put a line there. And then I'm going to fill it in. So this is going to be a darker shade. Lighter. Light. Boom, there you go. We can put the core of the stake, the hole, right here. Once again, it's just like a circle. Make it darker if you want. We can say the shadow is going to be, our shadows are going to be a little bit more up here. Yeah, that's fine. Or, yeah. Oh, cool, great. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Here, let me do this. It's probably easier. Just highlight this section in particular. And now we can use the fill bucket. There you go, see? But yeah, that's like the basis of making, like, stake, right? You can obviously add more to it, like... I know some stakes have, like, the lines in them. If this is making you hungry, I'm not sorry. Let me just add those. I think I want those to be. Oh dear. Okay, you know, that's probably easier to just do it this way and then like do that. No, that. I got a peanut butter cookie, so it's no biggie. That's good. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your cookie. See, there you go. And if this is too thick, once again, all you have to do is just like make sure you highlight the right parts, and then put it down a little bit, and boom, there you go. I cut that one part off. That's fine, easy to fix. Just do that. There you go. Cool. Look at that. It's I mean, and once again, the beautiful thing about pixel art is that you can always add more to it if you want. Like I can give this more form to it. I can, oh my god, give it more depth to it, or just more chutzpah, I guess. You don't have, like, you can honestly stop where you want. How much and how little detail you want to put into a drawing is totally up to you. You can take it and give it a lot of detail. You can put very little detail into it. It is completely up to you. And there's, once again, no right or wrong way. It's just however comfortable you want to be with your drawing. Nope. There you go. Oh, and this one too. The pit, the core. Whatever, I think it's called the pit of the steak. I forgot. I don't eat steak that much, so I don't really know what they're... I don't really know what all the terminology is. I just know what it looks like. This art looks so fun, but it's so hard. I mean, that's with any art. Art in general is hard. But it doesn't have to be. I mean, I don't know. I just see it as like, you know, just if you have fun with it, then it can definitely be a cool thing to just learn. And of course, per usual, it takes practice. Whenever, like, I can always show you guys like where I started with my pixel art. It was rough, but through, like, you know, practice and just doing it more and more, it really has improved over the years. So if you're trying to get into doing pixel art, and if you're trying to get into doing pixel art, and then, once again, this doesn't apply to pixel art, it applies to anything. If you're trying to get into anything, just understand that you're gonna suck. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not be good at what you're trying to do. Okay? That's part of the learning process. How you learn until you get better. You learn by failing. Because I have failed so many times in the past as a pixel artist. I have failed many a times. I have made stuff that has looked really bad, that just, you know, wasn't the best. But that's okay, because that's how I learn. So yeah, if you're ever trying to get into pixel art or just anything, just know that it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take dedication, but you can get good. You can get really good at what you're doing. You can. But you have to stay on it. You have to stick on it. You have to have a passion for it. I don't really care about that part. So, there you go. Steak. Really like drawing steak. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I am so happy to see people doodling alongside me and then showing their progress. That makes me so happy. I know Jane isn't here, but like, oh my goodness gracious, that looks so good. I'm glad I can help. And then you ruin it by typing penis in chat. Alright. Chat, Coven, give me one last food item to draw. What's a food you want to see me draw? I will draw the first thing that I see in chat. Fish? Okay. Maybe it's like when I try and find like on a ghost game. Oh my god, which Toho is that? Here we go. Sorry, Kaneko. I said her name wrong. Alright, I'll draw a fish. So, fish is gonna be interesting. Because I just draw... Once again, just general shape. It's not gonna be perfect, that's fine. It's just getting the general shape. I love Kaneko's theme. Her theme is really good. Sorry, I said her name wrong. Kaneko. I keep saying your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Let's pull the tail in a little bit. Because I want to give it, like, a design. There we go. Little tail fin here. A little tail fin. Oh, that's for an ad. And I'm gonna try and round out the front part here a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna draw this for the front fin. Another one for the back fin. Not connecting it, so I can know that that's in the back. It's gonna be more in the back. I think it's like the top fin's the dorsal fin, I think. I could be completely wrong. I'm not a marine biologist, so if there are any marine biologists in the Coven, please let me know how horribly wrong I am about my fish anatomy. Please do. I know very little about fish. I do not eat fish, for I have a seafood allergy. It is one of many things I'm allergic to. Because when I was born, I was not allowed to eat. It's just like, no, you can't have... You're very restricted to what you can eat. It's like, okay, well, I guess that's my life. Also, you have asthma. I was like, cool, great. And severe allergies. Oh, okay. Anything else? Let's get the part here shaded in. Yeah. I also like Hanako because she's snake. And y'all know how I feel about snakes. I think they're really cool. My grandmother hates them though. She has a phobia of snakes. But if I had the opportunity to like have a pet snake, I would. I so would. I just think they're neat. Okay, I'm gonna shade this in. And then connect this now that... Man, I am not liking the fin. Shade that in too. I know with the scales, I like to do the back triangles. You know, once again, with these you don't have to do too much, but I like doing the back triangle, or... Well, yeah, it's basically a triangle. Yes, I say twangle. Not triangle, twangle, with a W. I'm just gonna redo this. Yep. Man, I don't know why. But it's good practice, but there are certain things I'm like, I feel like I overthink it. I'm just like, does this look bad? Like, how do you draw a fish? I'm like, no, that's like, it's fine. But it's one of those things I definitely feel like I overthink when it comes to drawing fish sometimes. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my mind hates the fact that I can't eat fish. I can't comprehend them because, like, you can't eat that. Can't eat it, can't comprehend it. Imagine. Well, that's not true. I can eat fish. I can eat, like, once and then, like, never again. I can eat it one time. I can eat the one time. I don't think it... well, I think I'm fine. Well, like, I think the only thing that happens when I eat fish, I think I just break out in leaves. But I don't want to break out in hives because it hurts. It doesn't threaten my life or anything, but it does hurt immensely. So would it be fucked if all the food that was left is fish? Yeah, I mean, like, if there were only fish available to eat, then yeah, I would just die. That'll be like the end of me. I'd be like, well... Tasty fish smoked fried from a can. Yeah, I'm certain that fish do taste really good. I know my sister loves like crab legs. I know that, but yeah, no, I can't indulge in it. Yep, I'm aware. I am very aware. Don't worry, guys. I know. I know a lot of people tell me that they're like, oh, you poor thing, but it's like, yeah, it's just I have a lot of food allergies. I can't do anything about it. I know that all these things are probably really good. And believe you me, I don't like it either. Like I like there's like that's one of the reasons why I cook most of my food, because the amount of things that I'm allergic to is just hard. It's hard to like go out and eat sometimes. So I have to just like make my own stuff, because at least I know exactly what I'm putting into it. It's not even the next. Oh. Make it a little bit darker down here. Yeah, that's a lot better. I also got, I went to shopping this morning. I got a new scented candle. It's pumpkin waffles. Is the flavor, and it definitely does smell. It indeed does smell like pumpkin waffles. It smells very nice. I like it. It's very in season. Because I do enjoy the smell of pumpkins. Let's extend this down a little bit. Very yummy. I love it. I mean, I prefer like sweet potato pie, but I do like a pumpkin pie. That's a cool looking fish. It's not conventional. Like it's not a standard looking fish. I know that, but that's like my style. I like it because, you know, it is my style. I definitely am one to draw more cartoony, to draw stuff that has like more of a, I guess, cartoony video game look to it. I like it. Little cute guy. Lilith, we're not talking about Kaneko anymore. Let's go. No. We're not talking about Kaneko's snussing anymore. We're talking about it to begin with. You guys get so horny. What happens? Is it me? Is it my fault? Is it something I'm doing? I know I'm an Eldritch Abomination and I can like make you go like crazy mentally. I understand that. But like it's cute fish. I like it. Not perfect. But hey, you know what? It's okay. Because I like it, it looks good to me. Could it be better? Absolutely. I mean, that's with any art piece. Anything that anyone does, there's always... You can always do better. There's always more you can do. But honestly, I like it. I like my style. I like this fish. And it's good practice at the end of the day, so. I think it looks cool. I like that I gave it, like, more... I don't know. I think it looks cool. It looks unique. Now, of course, I know unique doesn't always equal... It's fine. You know, fine. I like my art. It looks good. It's a cool fish. There's fish. Enjoy your fish. Alright. But cool. That's gonna end today's session. I will keep these VOD. I am gonna upload the VOD, of course, to YouTube for prosperity's sake. I will do these more. It could go in the dark, maybe? Maybe. I will do more of these in the future. I do want to continue to help teach you all. I'm gonna go back to the Chronicles theme. I really like the theme. Yeah, I'll save these for prosperity's sake, of course, and in case anyone wants to watch VOD to recover it, or recount anything that we go through. But I will do more of these. I want to do more Pixel tutorial streams, where I kind of like show you all like how I do certain things and how it can maybe help you if you're trying to get into pixel art. Anything to help you out. So yeah, if you guys ever have like anything specific you want to see from me, or like, hey, can you like run us through how you do this or how you can do this, etc., let me know, and I can definitely try and do one of these to help with that specific thing. But yeah, let me know. I have a Discord, so if you want to hop in there. Here we go. And when I hop into the server, and of course, if you ever have like art that you want my opinions on, you can always drop it in there and ask me. I can give you feedback. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little thing because I'm not quite done streaming yet. I want to play some League, so I'm gonna end stream so that the VOD is preserved the way it needs to be. I'm gonna adjust some things and I'll be back up in like 10-20 minutes. Because of that, no raid. Yeah, I'm not gonna raid because I'm gonna boot stream back up here in a bit. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Give me like 10 minutes to resituate everything. But yeah, thank you all. I hope today was helpful. I hope y'all learned something today. So until next time. There we go. We'll leave it on that. Okay.